Oh, didn't see you there. Well, our group was assigned to do geothermal energy, and just imagine you're digging straight down towards the earth, and one thing you'll notice is as you get closer, it gets warmer, and this is due to the heat trapped inside the earth, and this is called geothermal energy. And there are two ways that geothermal energy can be produced: through geothermal power plants and through geothermal heat pumps. But we're going to be talking about the power plants, which power houses and buildings on a larger scale.
Geothermal energy is produced by hot, high-pressure water being pumped up through a well, which is then turned into steam, and the steam then powers a turbine, which creates the energy and goes off and powers everything. And then after that, the water that was used, it goes into a cooling tower, and the cooling water tower pumps the water back into the earth, and so that the process can begin again. And it's a renewable cycle of energy.
Geothermal energy is an environmentally friendly source of energy, but there are a few negative downsides to the environment. When the water is being pumped up, the hot water from the earth, sometimes gases can escape through the pumps, and these gases include sulfur and just other poisonous gases that can escape through them. And then another downside is there's been 2 cases where earthquakes are actually caused from hydraulic fracturing, which is caused by geothermal energy pumping. So, and besides those 2 things, which are like very minor cases, it's a pretty environmentally friendly way of collecting energy.
Some of the advantages of harnessing and using geothermal energy includes that it's mainly environmentally friendly. There's no exhaust besides the steam that can hurt the environment and pollute the air, like something like burning fossil fuels. You can build them almost virtually anywhere, although some may be more effective than others just due to where the reservoirs are underground. We cannot exhaust this resource because it's renewable, and we pump it through the ground and it's in a cycle. It's a small footprint on land because some of the plants can be partially built underground, and because there are less cost fluctuations and there's stable energy prices.
There are a lot less cons of geothermal energy than pros. One con maybe is that it's more location specific than most other kinds of energy. You have to have decent sized reservoirs in order to make it cost effective. And then another con is that in extreme cases, like we mentioned, there could be earthquakes, but that isn't really relevant. And then another con is that the initial price of building these plants and managing them is higher than other kinds of energy sources, but the energy sold will maintain like its price, so there won't be price fluctuation when the buyer is buying the energy.
The way that geothermal energy affects the community is because due to the energy being produced locally and domestically, it means that we don't have to get energy from foreign countries. Geothermal power plants, the initial cost to start them up is about $2,500 per kilowatt installed, but to run and maintain them, it's between 1 and 3 cents per kilowatt hour.